Hi guys, it's Susan Bachelder here, and finally this is the promised video on the basic sales funnel. So just like that mentioned, I'm going to keep this as basic as possible, and then as we go into further training, I'm going to get more complex into the different angles, the different target audience for traffic to start into your sales funnel, the extra pieces that you can add, sandwich pages, the whole strategy and concept and kind of the mindset behind choosing what to use as a capture page depending on who your target audience is, what kind of traffic you're going to be using, and where your kind of time frame is as to what you're doing, where you want your conversions at, how you want your conversions to go, etc. So just so you know, this is the very beginning, and we're going to be going really deep into the sales funnel and what you can do with it to take your business to the next level. So for basics, we're going to start at this list is just a very small list of traffic, where to get traffic. Everything starts with traffic. You have to get somebody to look at your offer. So this is when you're using the sales funnel. So this is not what we were talking about before with prospecting and making conversations in social media. We were mostly referring to Facebook, but you can use all of those methods that we talked about in Google+. You can use those methods if you're active in IBO Toolbox. It's the same idea, and I've got some training coming for that as well. Essentially, any social media platform, you can use the prospecting techniques that we told you. You can convert that to sitting in a coffee shop or wherever you are. It's just little tweaks, and you switch it to fit you. Start from where you are, your situation, your environment, and who you're talking to. So anyway, back to the basic sales funnel. So your traffic, the free ones are first. Facebook traffic, and these are where you would post your link. Facebook traffic, the free parts of it, whether it's in groups, on your page, in a Facebook note, those are really, they're kind of key. So just remember that, just kind of tag mark that in your mind. I've got some stuff I'll share with you in the next week or so about Facebook notes. Google+, whether it's in the communities or on your own Google+ page. Craigslist, I just threw that in there just to point out there's a long list of places that you can post free ads, like newspaper style ads. People are always posting for opportunities, job advertisements, whatever, classified ads. Now Craigslist is overused. Lots of spam style marketing people blasted Craigslist. So now there's some specific techniques as to what you have to do to kind of get through all the loopholes on there. And don't even ask me what they are. Living in Canada, I had a long list of loopholes to go through to be able to post in Craigslist in the first place. So I like really using my time effectively. So to be honest with you, I don't know Craigslist, throwing it out there because some people know it and get really good success with it. So don't rule it out unless you know it's not for you. That being said, there's a lot of free classified ad places that you could spend between 5 and 15 minutes every day to place somewhere between 1 and 10 ads organically. Like if you have some sort of auto posting method or something supercharged automated, you can post more. But realistically, organic, which is what I mostly teach, is stuff that you do yourself that you won't get penalized for. There's lots of free places to post those ads. I'll get into that stuff later, but essentially research that on your own. There's lots of training out there. Blog posts, it's free. It's free to write. Free blog posts, either Blogger. Funny how lots of people don't use it, but blog posts, short articles, even just videos posted on Blogger, which it's a part of Google. It's still a Google product, so it's easy to use, easier than WordPress for the most part, and links and quality articles, highly optimized YouTube videos rank really high with the free platform of Blogger. So check it out and use it if you have a bit of time to either figure it out, or if you used to use it and think that it doesn't work, go ahead and use it. So yeah, and if you already have your existing blog going, use it to get people to your capture page. Take note of the blog, and another training that I have coming up fairly shortly will be how to use existing blog posts and your blog platform itself and everything, to whatever it is, to make sure that you're pulling regular free traffic, targeted traffic, into your opportunity, whether it's LSN or whatever your opportunity is. So anyway, free. Now we go into paid, and I just put the two because I don't want to, I'm keeping this as simple as possible. So solo ads, we will be doing a lot of training on solo ads. And then any sort of paid ads, whether it's Google, Bing, Yahoo, paid advertisements on Facebook. We're going to be getting into some dark post training. Any of your paid traffic, all of that traffic you'll be sending to a capture page. Ultimately, as you grow and learn and move through the stages, again, start from where you are, but as you move through the stages, there'll be specific tweaks to the capture page. All of these audiences that you find in these different places convert with just slightly different things, and literally the angle of the image on the page, the colors, the wording, lots of little tweaks that you can do to increase your conversions. So right now, keep it simple. One capture page, maybe two, so that you can see which one is working better. The traffic all goes there. The capture page is that page that you see that has either an image on the background or a solid color, and then there's a box, not unlike this, but usually bigger, and it's got a message, including a call to action, and then a box asking for your email. That's the capture page. There's some people call them squeeze pages, and then you get into landing pages, sales pages, etc. All the language, I'm going to stick with capture page. It's what I use in all of my training. Capture page is the one that grabs the email. There's no video on it. There's no busy content. It's a simple page with one intention: collect their information. Much higher conversions if you're only asking for an email. That being said, maybe your intent is to only get serious people. Then you would ask for their name, and then again, less conversions, less people choosing to take the action. That's a conversion. But you rule out maybe the tire kickers or the people that are just curious but not action takers. You can ask for their phone number because it's super valuable to have all three. You can build the relationship, the know, like, and trust much faster. So that's a balance, and you might want to test. You can go ahead and test. Make 2 capture pages. Everything else is the same. The only difference is you're asking for them extra information. Again, there's going to be some training For the pro members, a little bit deeper in that, and for the master members, there's going to be some really intense training on how to test, tweak, and actually like just really scrutinize what is working and what isn't, which is split testing. So from the capture page, we take them to, they fill out their information, and then they're going to be sent to this is with the simple funnel. When we get into more complex, there's some in-between pages that we can have and some pages after this, but we're very simple right now. We just want people, cause with the information here, action. So you've delivered your message out in the traffic area and social media, or your paid ads, or your information in your blog posts and articles. They've come to the page, they've looked at it, they've decided they're either curious or they want what you're talking about, what you're offering. Put in their email. Then the page goes to your product, your opportunity, or your service, the presentation. So here is, they're looking at what you've promised. So you've created an offer, piqued an interest, offered a promise. Now they're looking at it. This is another crucial point. Are they going to take action? While they're looking at this, their information has gone into your autoresponder because you've decided to use a sales funnel to capture their information. In your autoresponder, you have some emails already set up, automated, that will go out. So the very first one should be scheduled to go out immediately. As soon as their information hits your system, your autoresponder, the first one should go right away. The second one, now there's two schools of thought there, and for me, how I decide that is depending on what funnel I'm using, or I also do a split test with that as well. But anyway, so that second one you can either send out the next day, and then you can do every day after that, or you can send it out later on in the day, like the same day, so they get two in the same day. So irregardless, you set up a series of emails. They're called follow-up emails. Know, like, and trust is what you build there. You give more detail on your product or opportunity or service in case they haven't taken the said action here. So that then that connects them here. So just because your traffic comes here and they enter their email, if they don't follow through the first next step and take action on your product, opportunity, or service, you have their information to contact them, and then they have another option to go and take action and either buy or join or become a part of your team. So in that autoresponder series, there is the very basic instructions on the thought process of how to set up that series, and that is described on the basic 7-day follow-up series. Some people do 14 days, some people do 21, and some people do 28. So the way you think through and move through those is different for each one. I always suggest that people start with a 7-day, keep it simple, but 7 days in a row, like every day they get a regular scheduled email. Once you write them and set them up in your autoresponder, that's exactly what it is. It's automatic and you're not scrambling. It goes out right away. Email follow-up. Then on top of those, I do broadcast emails, and that will be a whole separate instruction, because there's also a lot of planning and thinking that you can do with that. Do it your own way. But say you've got your simple sales funnel set up and you're in team that works together and has regular hangouts, and it's 2 days before the regular team hangout. So you create an email, which is called a broadcast, because you're creating it and sending it out right now, and you tell the people, the leads on your list about it. You want to invite them to it. So you just write an email in your own language, your own way, and invite them to it. Then the day after or the day of, you send them another broadcast or one-time pre-written email telling them something about that hangout or that video that your team did, either the results or the response, the excitement or whatever, and here's the link to watch it. Then, depending on who opened or how many opened that email, you change the subject and send it out again to invite the people that did not open the other broadcast. So any important step, stage, change in product, story that you want to share with your list that you think might bring them into your team or buy your product, 3 broadcasts, like one announcing, one either during or after the fact that it happened, and then another one just switching up the subject line to see if you get more opens. If it's something that you really think would be powerful for converting people, then do each one of those stages a couple times, changing only the subject line just to increase how many people open it up. I put the word you in here because I really believe in the wholehearted attraction marketing style. So in all of these emails, whether they're part of your automatic messages sending out or the broadcast, attach a part of you, a little piece of your story, maybe your logo or a regular picture or banner that's included in them is a picture of you or what you stand for, or your team, the team banner, or whatever the case is, but embed or infuse a piece of you in every message that you send out. Start the branding right away. Don't only talk to them about your company because you won't stand out. You will not stick in their memory if you don't somehow be you, be original, and show them. So I put video here because video is just getting more and more powerful, and by 2016 over 90% of traffic and engagement is going to be video. So as if you know me at all, you know that video is really important, and I don't mean just like video in the masses. I don't mean doing the same old thing all the time in video. And I don't mean paying for false backlinks and bragging about being on the first page of Google. I mean video. Video with a piece of you. Video with some ness of who you are, your story, the greatness of your product. Video that is timeless. So not 10 videos every day, put out a whole bunch, and then get all excited because it's on the first page of Google. Because you know what? Realistically, it's not going to stay there. It might get you a bunch of traffic and get you ahead of the game in the beginning. Take your time and do video well. Think about what you're doing, set your intention, and that video will then become sticky. It'll be something that you can use again and again and again, repurposed, and I will get into a whole bunch of training on that. So the video works in all these areas, and then actually I'm going to go all the way up here. Video works in the traffic, which then really strengthens these, and that's where you get your real power. So the video ties everything together. As you can tell, I wasn't real strategic with the placement of that, but when you create a video, you send it to your list, it will attract them to your product or opportunity. You have the link to your capture page in the description of your video, or in your video you have the links to your email or social media to contact you, and then they might opt into your capture page or connect with you. Then you give them the link to your capture page, and then they fill out their information, they go into your autoresponder, and they see your opportunity. And then once they've looked at your opportunity and maybe either bought or become a part of your team, you want to make sure that they get all of your videos so that you can continue to build on that evolving, now built relationship. So these people that have either bought from you or joined an opportunity should be definitely a focus of the content you create in your video and who you want to make sure get your videos. Then, once they bought or joined your team, the access to your back office, the consumption of the product that you sold them, or your coaching or your teaching or whatever, will be connected to your opportunity. Make it relative. Make sure that they know what's going on, any changes or whatever. Communicate with these people here and create some of your video content directed at these people that have access to your team, your back office, and your coaching and such. So as you can see, just for the purpose of being able to play with the mind map here and set it up and draw these lines for you. This is very rudimentary, but this is your basic sales funnel. And a real key focal point is how many people from your traffic areas that you get to fill out this information, because once you do, you just have a few seconds of their attention on this capture page to pull them in, and once you do, then you have more access to them on your list and you can talk to them. And don't think of them as a thing, or lots of people call them leads. Yes, they are leads, but always visualize there's a person behind that email address. You want them to open it. Create content that they want more of. Once they see your opportunity, then you have even more to share with them. So basic. I probably rambled on for too long. Please let me know if I created any questions or if this was adequate. Whatever the case is, I can only improve if I hear from you. Thank you so much. Have a great day.